November 19th, 10:58 a.m., and you're joining Logical Excesses with your. This is episode 1, Hearts of Stone, part number. Why we're in Velen? Well, it's because I spent a lot of time off camera doing a lot of inventory management. You know, a lot of the boring stuff that is typically not all that interesting, really, for anybody to watch. And to be honest, it took quite a bit of time to sit here and go through my entire stash, go through all steel swords, silver swords, determine which ones are beyond a low level, which ones are worth selling, which ones are worth dismantling, and going through that same process with the armor and whatnot was completely time consuming. But the good thing is I think I accumulated over like 30,000 gold, and I was able to make master crafted versions of all the Witcher sets that I have: wolf, cat, bear, griffin. So that cost about 10,000 gold, or crowns rather, in this game. So that leaves me about 20,000 crowns, and so now I have enough money to give to the enchanter back in, I can't think of the town. It's the new town that's part of the Hearts of Stone, but I'll just say the Hearts of Stone town where the enchanter is. So yeah, that's why I'm in Velen, because I did a lot of smithing of the armorer here in Velen and a lot of selling equipment here at Velen. And just to keep things interesting, I decided to swap out the woven set this run for the feline set. And now I shouldn't have so many inventory issues like I was having. So let's go ahead and get started. Case in point, real quick. Inventory's really cleared out. So I'm only going to keep, 2 sets of Witcher armor on me. One that I'll be using primarily, the other one I'll just be swapping out if I need it. And I tend to favor the medium to light armor sets, especially for the way, Geralt's combat tactics are. It doesn't really make any sense for him to be wearing heavy Ursine armor or anything like that.
Ow! Watch it!
What in the world is this?
Where's your gold? You can tell us willingly, or...
No, please, we've none left.
Is this a
Sir,
quest that I
help
never
us.
triggered?
Stay out of this.
Leave them alone.
What's it to you?
Won't stand by and watch you rob and murder them. Plain refuse to.
Got a sensitive one? Look away, woman. Still here. Oi! Get him!
All together. Slaughtered us like swine.
I can't believe I missed that.
Just
Upper
hope
Mill
it don't
in
come
Brunwich.
down hard at harvest.
That's where we are. Upper Mill in Brunwich. Gotta remember that. Upper Mill. Upper Mill.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Brought you more coin. Put it towards better equipment?
Thanks in the thousands. Too kind you are to me, truly.
Your work's worth the coin. Hard at work. Good to see.
Ah, yes. Commissioned have I tools. A fitting set from Novigrad crafters. Many arms and legs they charged, but renew my work in earnest I now can. New runes, glyphs, and diagrams created I have. An eye you should cast. Find one to your liking, perchance.
So, nothing holding you back now.
From making master-crafted runes, you mean? Much more coin I will need to do so.
I don't have that much. But let's see what he has
Wouldn't mind
now.
a glance at what you got.
I don't have these glyphs already? Maybe I don't have these glyphs. Well, damn. How much they cost? 93 crown. It's worth it. Lesser glyph of Igni. Glyph of Ard. Glyph of Axii. Glyph of Igni. Lesser glyph of Warning. Lesser glyph of Reinforcement. Lesser glyph of Mending. Lesser glyph of Binding. And here we go to the slightly more expensive ones. Glyph of Irden. Glyph of Quinn. Glyph of Igni.
Northern Realms. Like it here so far?
Oh yes. Never have I seen woodland so expansive, or skies with such colors brash. Nordlings, however, peculiar they are. Tight-lipped, closed within. And bandits the high roads riddle. But on the horrid conflict this I blame.
Thanks. So long.
Okay, let's see what we have on the quest menu. We have Without a Trace. Talk to the herbalist Novigrad. Witcher has become a synonym for monster slayer in many minds. While accurate as far as it goes, this does not encompass the whole truth. For Witchers take on a broad variety of other tasks besides the slaying of monsters. For example, they sometimes use their superhuman senses to find missing persons. Such a lost individual was the subject of the notice hung by a certain Otto Bambear, an herbalist residing near Oxenfurt. Okay, so that's going to take us more toward Oxenfurt. I kind of want to stay up in the northern area here and knock some things out. There we go. So we need to journey basically northwest. So let's take a look at this quest details. Investigate Bowden for clues about Clivert's murder using your Witcher senses. The White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken. Geralt gathered many sobriquets on his path, one of which was the colorful and I dare say apt appellation of Puss Peepers. This he gained during his adventures with Olgierd, when a cheeky young woman in Olgierd's company pinned him as the man best able to track down the scoundrel who killed her friend Clivert. Clivert had indeed been killed, though much time had passed since the murder. The Witcher hoped he could still find enough evidence to establish who was responsible.
Show me what you got.
What do you want?
Don't go bothering me.
Oh, there he is. Girls can't seem to look away.
Winds howling.
Like, where in the world am I now? Let's visit this abandoned shack because I have no idea what this is.
What now, you piece of filth?
It's locked. Okay. Oh well. have a bandit camp here, so let's go ahead and get prepared.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day! Witness me, brothers!
Help! Spells! Spells! How do you wish to die? For fuck's sake! Live erudition.
Lost your nerve?
Order of the Flaming Rose. Flaming Rose scouting report. Day 1. 2 skint asswives from the nearby village drove a cow by. We'd not mind a bit of beef, but these hayseeds were too pathetic to rob, poor as dirt and stinking of the sty. So we let them go. Seed cart doing the Brunvich Oxenfurt route, not worth it. Dull, dull, dull. Roads empty. Day 2. Day 3. Caught sight of a military transport in the distance, heavily guarded, carrying barrels in their wagons. Wine, most like, or herring. Weapons now that would have been worth a try. Lads got bored silly by evening, so they went cavorting with 2 wenches come to hunt mushrooms in the woods. After they'd had their fun, I forced them to let their lasses go. Here's hoping they come back quick with some menfolk from the village. Give us some entertainment.
Hey there.
Holy crap. This expansion's tough, man. Like really, like it, but in a good way. It's refreshing to have a little bit of a challenge. More? Really?
Let's go. Whoa there, Roach.
Shall be over soon. Blood for blood, brothers! It shall be over soon. Cut! Chop! Cut! Get in
Orders. Thunder, I'm warning you. Snort that much fist tech again and you'll end up a dead white wood. Just like that mad fist fiend Peter. Your job's to sell the product, not inhale it. Blazing hells. Expect to pick up today, M. Trouser diagram? Trousers diagram, untranslated. Diagram written in an unknown tongue. Required translation. Requiring translation. Drawings show various stages of crafted trousers. Letter with orders. Louis, did you get that diagram from Rob? Made any progress? Soon as you make out so much as a word, write directly to me, because that twat Rob will try something tricky. We're sitting on a gold mine, mate. We just got to work out what's scribbled on those papers, and we'll be chasing buyers off with a broom. So leave off raiding and robbing for the time being. Just sit in camp and work your noggin till you think of something. Thunder's journal. There are a few poems and abstract drawing in the journal. Most of it is incomprehensible scribbling. I was transferred to the smuggling spot again. I love this job more than any other, for there's not much to do. Just sit all day waiting for buyers, and naturally when a man's bored and has good merchandise running under his nose, he'll give it a sniff or two. Haha. Besides, sometimes someone shows who doesn't like our profession, or who tries to cheat us. Then we get to give that gentle someone the treatment he deserves. All this writing's worn me out, so I think I'll see if I can sniff up a bit of R&R, then I'll write a poem. Margin note. Watch it dance, the world's heaving, turning. Instants pass and answers all life's yearning. Count it up, the sand flying through the glass. Slurp life down, let it pickle your fast. Chemicals course and satisfaction slowly fades. Flesh and list and ecstasy as bliss plows your veins. And doom spreads as wears on your life's cracked remains. Fist tag. Fist tech addicts, huh? I thought there was something here about finisher moves. freaking necrophages.
Damn, you're ugly. Smells like solutions, reagents. Wonder what's cooking. Smells of... they were cooking Fistek. Took most of the equipment, only left what was broken. True as true can be. Dangerous trade, narcotics.
Warning lever. Clivert, mate, you gotta keep your eyes peeled wide open. Someone's taking an interest in your work. They want to make you an offer you're not going to be able to refuse. In your shoes, I'd pack it up and go hide somewhere far away. Zerrikania, for example. Roderick.
Open window. Boot print on the bed. Somebody was in a hurry. Footprints. Uneven. Someone ran through here. Stopped here for a second, hid, then ran on. Scar on his forehead. Must be Clivert, bolt in the back. Went in deep, so a close range shot. From the village, what that direction looks like. crossbow bolt and footprints deep. Shooter must have been wearing heavy armor. Hoofprints leading towards the hill. Someone's still there.
Orders to attack Bowden. I've heard rumors the abandoned village of Bowden's abandoned no more. A pack of common bandits have moved in and made it into their own little Systech manufactory. We can't allow this. I'm issuing the order to attack the village and exterminate the vermin. We'll make an example, strike some terror in everyone's hearts. Haul any equipment and supplies to our lab northwest of Brunwich. Destroy everything else. Ulrich. Northwest of Brunwich.
Slow now. Whoa. Come on. Faster. What's this? Order of the Flaming Rose have a new seat? Not too shabby.
You listen, vagrant. Dunno why you're here, but take my advice. Go back to wherever you came from.
So, why are you still standing there? I need to smash your painting?
Wondering what you got inside? Because it reeks of Fistech to me. Mind if I have a look, brethren?
Aye, we'd mind. Very much so.
Enough of these games. I'm counting to 3, and you're gonna be gone when I'm done. Got it? 1, 2...
Crap, I don't have delusion anymore.
3.
Come here.
Come on, come closer. That's enough of that.
Bloody hell! Who the devil are you?
I'm a witcher, or as your brethren prefer to call me, a mutant, a freak.
You shouldn't be in here.
And Knights of the Flaming Rose shouldn't be murdering humans, or producing drugs.
True. We shouldn't. We're supposed to defend the downtrodden, spread faith in the eternal fire. But Radovid tricked us. He broke his oath, sent our brethren to the front as common grunts, and once the mighty order was bled dry, he disbanded us. Took our lands, confiscated our domains to finance his war. The brethren who didn't object were appointed mage hunters. Those who took umbrage, dared to stand up to him, they were imprisoned or exiled. We're but a handful who still wear the colours. And we must find a new place in this world.
So you turned rogue? That your idea? Wonder what Siegfried of Denel would say.
Siegfried of Denel would... But how do you even... I know you. You're Geralt of Rivia, Jacques de Aldersberg's killer.
None other. And if I had to go back, I'd do it again.
That was the start of our downfall. You were the beginning. Accursed mutant! Draw your blade!
No need to yell. Just ask, politely.
Holy crap.
Bloody hell!
I'm a Witcher,
You shouldn't be.
and Knights of the Flame.
True. But Radovid tricked us. He broke his oath, sent our brethren... Took our lands, confiscated our domains to finance his war. The brethren who didn't object were appointed... We're but a handful who still wear the colours.
So you turned rogue?
Siegfried of Denel. I know you.
None other. And if I had to go...
That...
No need to yell.
You shall die! Die! With this blade, brothers! You shall die! Die!
Bloody hell!
I'm a witcher. And knights of...
True, but Random took our land.
So you took
Siegfried...
none other. No need.
I'm gonna have to come back here to explore the rest of this cave.
Let's go.
Let me hit up a merchant before I head toward Upper Mill.
Come on. Run, Roach.
It is to see you again.
What did you bring from Take care now.
Go,
Heck,
and in the world glory, its never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
he doesn't even have any gold to buy anything with.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Wouldn't mind a glance at what you got. Thanks. So long.
Clivert had indeed been killed. Though much time had passed since the murder, the Witcher hoped he could still find enough evidence to establish who was responsible. It turned out Clivert's death was not the work of common bandits or deserters, but knights of the recently dissolved Order of the Flaming Rose. Geralt realized the brethren who had killed Clivert were but part of a much larger contingent. To prevent any further such murders and fully avenge Clivert, he would have to find the knight's leader. The orders Geralt found on the knights he defeated not only shed light on their activities, they'd given up defending the defenseless and switched to brewing narcotics, but revealed the location of their hideout. Geralt decided to take a short break from monster hunting to pay their Grandmaster a courtesy call. The Witcher and the Grandmaster did not take a liking to each other. After a short talk about the Order's past and mission, they moved on to armed combat. This fight could clearly have only one outcome. Ulrich met the same fate as his infamous predecessor, Jacques de Aldersberg. The Cursed Chapel. Search the crypt's underground passages, read the priest's notes. Unfortunate accidents happen to even the most God-fearing of men. This realization came to Geralt when he happened across the corpse of a priest. On the body he found a journal, and after a moment of silence for the deceased memory, he tucked the document into his satchel. From the notes he learned locals were having a bit of trouble in the form of a haunted cemetery, led by a sense that was disturbing the dead's peace and endangering the living's lives.
Storm, damn it.
The Oxenfurt Curia of the Church of the Eternal Fire hereby grants a dispensation from the duty of conducting worship in the chapel of the Eternal Fire to the residents of the following villages: Brunwich, Aird, and Heddle. For reasons as yet unexplained, foul powers have overtaken these villages' holy site, befouling the Church's majesty and tainting its sacred ground. Until a professional exorcist can be summoned, the above listed settlements are advised against visiting their cemetery and the adjacent chapel. Father Wilhelmius E. I. Office of the Oxenfurt Curia. Beliefs of Skellige Druids. The disciples of the Isle's local pantheon are not the sole spiritual devotees of Skellige. For some druids, also call the archipelago home. Yeah, this is no cause for conflict, for Freya's adherents in the druid circle coexist and treat each other with great respect. What welds these two faiths together? A common worship of the divinity found in the earth, fertility, love, and birth. To the druids, men form a part of nature and should treat the world around them with the utmost respect. They hold that since nature gave life, her most precious gift, to humans and the other civilized races, they should live in harmony with her, yielding their will to hers. Druids are seen as wise men and priests and are held in high esteem by society. They act as spiritual guides, herbalists, and alchemists. Skelligers seek their counsel in times of trouble, summon them when ill, and ask them to settle thorny conflicts. Like their continental brethren, the Druids of Skellige have a circle, an area set aside in their holy grove where they assemble, meditate, and study sacred tones. Many Druids are capable of wielding magic. I was like, have I even completed any quest on this playthrough? The Cursed Chapel. Erdbert's farewell note. I've not left, not a blooming thing. All I can do now is pass on my family's tale of horror and woe. Then pass on myself soon as I've written it all up in this letter. Seems a faded dream now, but there was a time when we were happy. My beautiful wife Ornesta and myself, we were married in high style with a fitting feast. Then a year later, our dear Mildberga was born. Folk praised the Vine's beauty, said she were the spitting image of her mum. Ornesta'd get all cross when they talked like that, but I paid it no heed at the time. Soon enough our family grew. First Matilda, then Ethel came into the world, both fair as angels, but Ornesta, well, I'll never forget the eve she sat there combing her long chestnut hair while the girls cried and cried. I said to her, "Love, I reckon the lasses are hungry." That's when she lashed out at me for the first time. Said they'd no right to be hungry. They'd stolen her beauty and her youth. That should be more than enough to feed on. I should have known it then. I should have guessed madness had burrowed into my love's head, and every compliment paid to her lass's beauty made it burrow even deeper. Year by year, the young'uns grew taller and more lovely, but time's not so kind to the old. And Ornesta weren't spared its cruelty, which took her skin spring and its sheen of youth. One night I was awoken by a startling moon which lit all the world in an eerie glow. I looked around the hut and saw it was empty. I ran out the door and followed a set of bare footprints leading to the cemetery. Heart jumped up into my throat. I found them, all three, lying around the fountain. Were I not been their father, I'd never have recognized them. Deep gashes mutilated their fair faces. Strips of skin and hunks of flesh were strewn all about. As I stood beholding this butchery, I had the feeling someone was watching me, and I weren't mistaken. Ornesta stood there on a stool by a lone tree. She had a rope draped around her neck like some demonic necklace. They took it from me, all of it. All I had, all I cherished, she said. Then she jumped. She's dead, my Ornesta. My 3 daughters dead as well. I'll soon join them. I've taken all I have and gave it to the gods. Perhaps they'll forgive me and my beloved Ornesta. From the notes he'd learned, locals were having a bit of trouble in the form of a haunted cemetery. Led by a sense of duty, Geralt decided to see what was disturbing the dead's peace and endangering the living's lives. It turned out the crypt was haunted by a powerful ghost and a cursed mother. The wraith jealously guarded the treasures laid to rest with the dead and attacked all intruders. This time, however, she had met her match.
choked to death on 3 pounds of stew.
Ah.
Stay out of my way. Tired of life or something?
I got some loot I can sell off here.
Redania.
Greetings again. So,
Show me what you haven't. So long.
Heck, is there a stash here?
Avenged your friend.
I knew you'd succeed, puss peepers. I knew it. Go on, out with it. Who was the bastard?
Bastards. Brethren of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
What you do to them? Scald them with hot irons, pick out their eyes, skin them alive.
No, just killed them.
Oh, so handsome and so boring. Here, puss peeps, your gold. Ought to be enough for an ounce of panache.
What in the world?
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Fine, I'll pay.
That I understand. Exemplary patriotism, mate.
Fuck. Long live Radovid! Feisty, eh?
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him.
Another day gone to shit.
Crawl back under your rock.
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Honor in the fatherland.
Last chance to surrender unorthodox.
With this, Geralt of Rivia, alias Puss Peepas, avenged Clivert and completed the task allotted him. He collected his promised reward and set off on his path.
Grimoires and tracts blaspheming the sacred flame especially.
Temple guard let even you into the city. Take a goat.
So, how do you go with this thing? I'm gonna pick up one.
Let's dance.
Witcher, I know who burned the hunters' quarters down. Don't worry though, I don't like them goat plovers either. Arms for the poor.
I's a war veteran. Spare me a crown.
Get into his sword!
Now!
Oh, them folk living fine. Got their cognac and wine. But the other one up.
Where's Eustace? It was him always ordered the corpses.
Right, he did. Plenty more to So we work shifts. Crematories fire rules day and night.
Let's get a trim before we go.
Oh, welcome back.
Give me a haircut.
bushy goatee and a short mustache. Let's see what that looks like.
So long.
Alright guys, it's about an hour 53 minutes in, and we completed some quests here in Hearts of Stone. Episode 1, Hearts of Stone Part 2. And it's just Sunday. I've got some laundry to put on, I got some dishes to wash, and I got a meal to prepare. And it's not going to get done unless I do it. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Hour and 53 minutes in. This will be the wrapping up Part 2 of Hearts of Stone. And I will see you guys in the next one. Possibly later tonight if I got any free time, but if not, it'll be next weekend. Alright guys, have a good evening.